Trent, welcome to New Zealand.
Thank you.
I don't know if you know, but it's a big sporting weekend here, and I think it's fair to say the Warriors Roosters is the biggest show of the weekend. I guess a note on rugby league in New Zealand and how you've seen it evolved over the last couple of years, especially with the rise of the Warriors as well.
It's been amazing. They've done such a amazing job in a landscape where they weren't sort of the number one team, but they've created so much interest in our game, and they're flying the flag for rugby league across here. So I know I've had a lot of people from other sports. It's pretty clear we know rugby union, how big it is and how it's the number one sport, but the way that I think the NRL's played and leagues played, a lot of the union guys really enjoy watching rugby league as well. So I think it's taken on a big role in being the second sport, the second contact sport in winter, and I think we can see it's going to continue to grow.
Just on you guys come off a massive win on the weekend. How much, belief, confidence do you have from beating the Premiers coming in to playing the Warriors here?
Yeah, I think belief's a really interesting thing because people wave in and out of it. We've had it from an early stage around the way that we've been training. Performances didn't follow, and then they did, and that wasn't because we performed last week. It's because we've been seeing that for a while, and so that's the way it works. Continually training, continually believing in your system and yourself as an individual, and we're going to keep going.
In the same vein as you guys, the Warriors also had an upset win over Manly.
Yep.
Not many people saw that coming. What have you seen from them early rounds that suggests they can continue their winning momentum as well?
Yeah, a bit like us. They obviously had two different games there, round one to round two. Everybody's trying to find their groove, find their system at the start of the season, and we both did that leading into round two, and then it'll be a battle of who can do it best tomorrow night, which is always fun.
I think there'll be a few more people at Mount Smart Stadium.
Yeah, right.
You probably know what it's like in the hostile environment, mad Warriors supporters. I guess for some of the new blokes that might be coming here or may not have played at Mount Smart before, do you have to tell them anything different about what it's like to play at Mount Smart?
You have to, realise playing away from home and what it means, but then also coming across here. Full respect to the Warriors and Mount Smart, but we love coming here and playing because the history of the Roosters has been made up by a lot of Kiwis as well. I go back to obviously Hugh McGann, and we also talk about, I remember Lowry and Hermanson and those sort of guys, Richie playing, all of those guys have made up the Roosters. We're sort of been Sydney boys made up of sprinkle of Queenslanders and Kiwis. That's what we've always been. So when we come over here, usually there's a lot of family as well, and and it's a proud moment for us to come out here and play.
And just finally for me, a word on Brandon Smith leaving the club at the end of the year.
Yeah.
What conversations did you have with him? Did you want him to stay on? That's him leaving. Just a word on that.
Yeah, it's been pretty transparent since November. We've had those conversations. Brandon's had those conversations. So. It's a good move for him. Wayne's obviously a great coach, and he gets to stay in an area that he's really enjoyed, and it's a position they want to fill as well. So I know that there's a lot of rivalry between the clubs, but Brandon's been really clear, we've been really clear, so it's a pretty clean move.
Was there room for him to stay, or was he always wanting to leave?
No, we had that discussion in, would have been the start of November. What our position was, and so that gave him a good amount of time to look as well.
Thank you, mate.
Appreciate it.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you.